If you're watching this video, you're probably a life coach and you're probably struggling with one of the biggest hurdles that most coaches struggle with, and that is what? You read the title, Imposter Syndrome. What is imposter syndrome? We often hear it. I've heard so many people come to me, tell me that they're struggling with imposter syndrome. And what is imposter syndrome exactly? Like in layman's terms, what does it mean? It simply means that you believe, it's a belief. You believe that you are ill-equipped for the task at hand. Now, I want you to hear how slick imposter syndrome plays out for you, right? Say if somebody asked you to change the oil in their car, and you're not a mechanic, but they come to you and they ask you, can you change the oil in my car? And you will confidently, assuredly say to them, I don't know how to change the oil in nobody's car, girl. You will confidently say that. You're bold, you're clear. You are so understanding that you do not possess that task, that skill. But if somebody says that they want to work with you and they want to ask you, how much do you charge? And then all of a sudden you get this huge wave of doubt and fear and imposter syndrome that comes over you, and you start to think, oh my gosh, I can't do this. What if I don't have the answers? What if I say something they don't like? What if I don't fulfill on the promise? What if I'm not a good coach? All of those fears and those thoughts overwhelm you. If I'm on your street, just tell me in the comment section, AJ, you on my street, but I'm gonna get you on the right street. So how come you can so confidently and boldly tell somebody, no, I don't know how to change the oil in in your car? You can clearly and boldly say that. But when someone wants to pay you, all of those emotions come. I believe that all of those emotions come because you are ready. It's just a heart's desire for you. It may be your heart's desire to have a full-time coaching practice with clients all over the world. And so because that is such a heart-centered project, it's going to be a little tenderoni. It's going to feel a little vulnerable more often than not, because you really don't have a blueprint. I'm not even giving you a blueprint. YouTube is not giving you a blueprint. What we're doing is giving you best practices, and then you go out and create your own blueprint. And so that leaves us feeling vulnerable and uncertain. And so then we call it imposter syndrome, and it can stop a lot of people, because you will really start to believe that you can't do what 5 people at your job and down at the church done ask you to do, because they see it in you, but you are the only one that's doubting it. I mean, ain't that fun? Do y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all see how slick this can come into play? You know you can't change the oil in the car. You clear about that? You ain't got no problem about that. No imposter syndrome, no nothing. You want the world to know you cannot change a car. But do you want the world to know that you can't coach somebody? Like, is that what you really, really feel? So that is such, in my opinion, just the enemy's way, the enemy, inner you, inner me, the enemy's way to keep us where we are so we can live predictable lives. So I'm going to give you 3 practical things that you can do today to start getting over your imposter syndrome and start getting on the right track to where you know that God is calling you to be. Step number 1, when those feelings come up for you, I want you to immediately start combating them, start going up against them. You can't do this. I can do all things through Christ that gives me strength. There's so many life coaches out there, but God created millions of blades of grass and they all serve a purpose, and so do I. You have to immediately start attacking those thoughts in your mind. You got to get control of the thoughts in your mind. And when you make that decision that you are going to turn this around for you, I promise you, you're going to get opportunities for you to show up as that person. So make the decision that you're going to start charging now for your services. Make that decision. Go ahead. I'll wait. Go ahead in the comments, say, I'm making the decision, Angel. Now that you have made the decision that you are going to start charging, number two, what I want you to do now is I want you to shift your mindset from charging to serving. Now, I want you to take that in, because a lot of people have so much fear around charging for who they are. And I got to say this is another tactic that I believe the enemy uses to keep us where we are. If you have a problem asking for money for your services in your coaching business, I want you to ask yourself this question. You don't have to answer it in the comment section. Just answer this question in your meditative time alone. Why do you feel more confident getting paid at your job that you dread going to? You dread it. You don't like it. Your time is up. Your season is over. You was only supposed to be there to pay off a couple credit cards. Now you don't. Now you in there. You on the board and everything, and don't even like it. So I want you to ask yourself, why do you feel more confident, more bold, asking to get money to conduct services that you don't really like, but you feel all yucky inside to start asking for money to do what you love? That is demonic. That is from the pits of hell. We were all created to solve a problem. We live in an economic system that requires money, and God knew that. Like, God gave you skills, sets, talents, and abilities to go out here and serve other people. And as a consequence of that service, you're going to get paid for it. So I want you to start changing your mindset from charging to serving. So you want to wake up in the morning and say, how can I serve people? How can I serve the people? And you know something else I often think about? We feel really fun. Well, not we. Y'all sometimes feel real funny about charging for what you do, for what you're called to do. But let your job not have your check when they supposed to be direct deposit. You're going to be on that phone with HR so quick, talk about, where is my money? But yet you will go out here and make videos and create content and teach your classes and feel funny about charging. I really, really want you to meditate on that so you can get over that mindset. Shift your mindset from charging to serving. And the last and final step that I want you guys to take, I want you to clutch your pearls first. Clutch your pearls, clutch your pearls, clutch your pearls. Because I know some of y'all gonna be like, but wait a minute, I'm not ready. Number 3 is that I want you to make a post on your social media, and I want you to open up for business. I want you to say, I am opening up for 5 new clients this month. 2 reasons why you want to do that. Put the number on it. Number 1, you have to realistically look at your life and see, when can I work with people, right? In a span of a month, when you think about, if you still have a full-time job, if you work 40 hours a week, then you have home life, you got your own person, you have your other activities. You really have to think about, how many people can you really serve? Get that number so you can confidently promote that number to say, okay, I realize that I can do weekends, or I can do evenings after 5, and I know that I can confidently work with at least 10 people this month, right? So you get that number. So that's the number 1 reason why you want that number. The number 2 reason why you want that number is you want to, and I hate to say this, but it's the reality, you guys. We live in this world where people don't just buy stuff. You have to motivate them. Think about your own spending habits. Think about a bill that you have to pay. You got the money for it and everything. It's just, you don't want to pay it yet, right? But if they send you that notice to say it's whatever is going to be cut off, they going to give you 5 days. You're going to take that action, right? And so it's just the naturalness of human beings. Sometimes we just need that motivation. And so that creates, in the marketing world, which I hate to use these tactics in this broad space, because I know oftentimes people can get confused, but for those of you guys who are a little bit higher skilled and higher trained, this is what's called scarcity marketing. You want people to think like, oh my gosh, she's only taking 10 people. You want people to see that they're going to be 1 out of that 10 or 1 out of that 5. And so I want you to start doing this. I want you to put, like I said, go ahead and let people know how many people you're going to take. You're opening up for this month and just get into practice. The truth be told, honestly, probably you're not going to get that many responses. Honestly, you're probably not, unless you've really been serving, sharing, helping people, answering their problems, answering their concerns, and really being a solution to people's problems. And you have an audience that comes and checks on you and sees about you and they follow you and they mess with you, then that is something different. But if you're just starting out and you're a little inconsistent, you're probably not going to get that many hits. And that's a good thing. It's okay. You got to start somewhere. And the best time to get started is now when ain't nobody watching. Because this way you're going to make all your mistakes anyway. And then eventually you'll get used to that too. You'll get used to people saying your mistakes and you just don't care. Like literally... I am so at a place in my life where I just like, it's not even that I don't care. It's just, I don't honestly even think about it. I'm so busy living my grown ass 40 something, almost 50 life. Like it's childish to care about what other people are thinking about you and allowing that to a certain degree and allowing that to govern your entire life. So I hope, wish, and pray that this video has served you. If it did, let me know in the comment section below. If you are new to this channel, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you comment so you can get more tips on life coaching. What else I got for y'all? That's it. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, I'll see you guys, comment them below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.